some information in IPOB to sabotage IPOB, and he have sabotaged IPOB completely. But as he's sabotaging IPOB keep on changing, reshuffling their system. That what surprised him. Hey man, when you understand somebody or discover somebody to be a criminal, what you need to do is to also, you have to be smart as well, following that person. While that person is playing his own chess, you too will play your own chess. What IPOB was doing with Nnamdi Kanu when he was in DSS, as he was playing that chess there, which we told him, remember that IPOB is in that DSS too. You are just so fake. Nnamdi Kanu, I can tell you, Nnamdi Kanu is just so fake in IPOB. When somebody, in Igbo language, when you call somebody ofeke, means that person know nothing in that particular organization. Nnamdi Kanu was just made a leader. I can tell you that he is a pure ofeke. When somebody says somebody who ofeke, when you hear man, but he think that he knows it all in IPOB. That is the area he got himself shot on the foot. That's the area he got himself indicted. He doesn't know anything. He doesn't know that men on uniform, both in Nigeria and outside Nigeria, men of class, women of class, working directly with government of developed nations are the people who is holding IPOB. And that is why their directives have always been, don't involve in criminality, don't involve in violence, don't involve in this, because they know what they're doing. But Nnamdi Kanu did not know deeper about Ipob. He was just making money, enjoying money in Ipob. He was not ready to be humble, to play a role of humility. In other way, for men and women who understand the institution called IPOB to take him by his hand and say, come, sit down. Do this, engage in this, This is how you will be safe, or this is how you will be protected. He wasn't ready because he believed. You know, one thing about fraudsters is that they believe that they know it all. They believe that they know it all. When I discovered that he spent 20 million every month in Sokoto prison, in other way, he want to prove to the Fulanese that he is a man of justice. He didn't hate them. He didn't say all what he said in Radio Biafra against them just for nothing. He want to prove to them that he is trying to save them. But the same Nnamdi Kanu forgot that there is something they call pathological enemy. Go and Google it. When I say that these people are pathological enemy, means that enemy without consideration of that particular selective hatred. It's like now an Israelite. It will be very stupid for any Israelite to wake up and said, let me satisfy Palestinian. He can never satisfy a Palestinian because that seed of enemy have been planted in them. Likewise, the way it is in Nigeria. Even though when you fall in love with non-Biafran in Nigeria, yes, love has no boundary. But you must focus on that particular person that you love. You must focus on that particular woman. You must pay a whole attention in that particular woman. If you try to extend it outside that particular woman, you may have problem. But if you maintain that your stand with that woman, or that woman maintains stand with you, yes, you both of you can sustain each other. But I can tell you, I want to tell Nnamdi Kanu one certain thing today. Today is 17th of August 2026. I want to tell Nnamdi Kanu something today. And you know, when I say something, within a time it will come to pass. Nnamdi Kanu trying to buy Funanis with the hard-earned money of Biafrans. Nnamdi Kanu, it will not work. Let me tell you the caliphates. Those people knows you very well. They know that you are unpredictable person. When I say somebody is unpredictable, which means you can never be trusted. Not only the Fulani can never trust you. As it stands today, the Yoruba can never trust you, Nnamdi Kanu. The Biafrans can never even trust you. That's the worst thing you did to yourself. The same Biafra who could have intervened in your issue and worked tirelessly to ensure that you were protected, today doesn't have trust on you. So all you are doing in that Sokoto is waste of fun, it's waste of money, it's waste of time. Any day, anything occur. That is why we say, because let me tell you something, Nnamdi Kanu. No matter how you run, no matter how you dodge. Okay, Mazi, sorry for 16th, sorry, 16th. No matter how you run, thank you for that correction, Mazi. You see, no matter how you run, no matter how you play fast, let me tell you something. Pray. Let nothing happen to Nigeria state. Anytime, any day, you are the first person that the caliphate will direct. You see those people you are feeding with IPOB money that you diverted. They are the people who will use sword and remove your head and carry it on their hand like this and show everybody, show the whole world, look at your head. The same people you are feeding, the same people you are trying to satisfy. They are the people that will remove your head and hold your head like this with their hand and show to the world that look at your head. Don't forget this prophecy today. You know why you refuse IPOB transfer? IPOB file a transfer. After the same transfer you file, it didn't work. It's the same transfer IPOB filed through your wife. That the same transfer was approved. But you turn it down because it is coming from IPOB. And it's coming from your wife. You turn it down. Ndị Igbo sila onye ọjọọ la-agba ọsọ mgbe onwe onye na-achụ ya. Nnamdi Kanu onwe onye na-achụ. Transfer IPOB put to you is to save you, in other way to bring you to make sure that you are alive, so that we question you. But if you have decided to die so that we will not question you alive, so be it to you. But comrade concern, you have already established a bad name, a very huge bad name to yourself. Not to me, not to my family. You have crumbled that name of your father's house. That name has been trashed into dustbin. Take it or you leave it. When others were contributing their portals in Biafra struggle, you are only making gain. Right from Wazirike, you were making gain. Right from the Council of the Elders, you were making gain. So when was that you were able to contribute to one kobo Nnamdi Kanu? Prove it to me. The gadgets, the smart gadgets you use to start speaking on air were provided by the Council of the Elders. The internet, the subscription you use were provided by the Council of Elders. That take me back. I was digesting something yesterday. That took me back to Simon Ekpa in Finland. The coordinator there in Finland said the first time Simon came to IPOB meeting, he came and demanded that they give him 200 euro. They asked him why. Then the coordinator said, no, IPOB, we are not a charity organization. Here, we give. And that was the same time the young man was putting in his biographer in Facebook, we are putting as somebody who worth 4.2 million or 4.3 million. I saw it. And I asked, why wouldn't the coordinator of Finland make this thing open? That time, let us, people like us in media, to ask him question. How can somebody, a millionaire in euro, now be asking for 200 euro? So if you check how the scenario played, you know that it was Nnamdi Kanu may have asked this guy to upgrade his biographer so that he will use him to destroy this journey. This, you see, when that young man was saying that what you don't know is bigger than you, what you don't know is bigger than, you know, people were taking that word for joke. I don't take any single word from person for a joke. That the kind of word somebody will be speaking consistently, I will pick it up immediately. I will start investigating in that word. When Simon Ekpa was saying that thing, that was when I said, no, this young man understand what he's saying. Somebody said, no, forget Onya, I will fake him. I say, no, calm down. This boy understand what he's saying. Is it not when we started, discovered, after the investigation, we discovered that it was Nnamdi Kanu that brought Simon Ekpa into Biafra struggle and told him to pretend that he didn't know him. It was Devomai that handed over Simon Ekpa to him and said, I want to have candidates in this Biafra agitation. And the money was handed over to Nnamdi Kanu. Not only that, Devomai had been giving Nnamdi Kanu money, but you know, that is why. Now, let me shock all of you. Do you remember that Devomai came out as a Nigerian president? As a Nigerian president, he wanted to contest for Nigerian president, in which him and Wike were loggerhead in that particular issue. How many of you remember? Or have you all forgotten? I never knew that Devomai was giving Nnamdi Kanu thousands of dollars. When I say thousands of dollars, Dave Umai doesn't give Nnamdi Kanu $5,000, $10. Dave Umai, the lowest money Dave Umai always giving Nnamdi Kanu is $150, $150,000. Sometimes you give him $450. Sometimes you give him $200. Sometimes he asked Nnamdi Kanu to make the agitation so powerful, so brutal, in another way, to pave way for him, Dave Umai, to become Nigeria president. Look at what two of them were planning. Not even Biafra. To make the agitation so horrible, so brutal, so that Nigeria will now submit, will now bow to pressure. So indirectly, Nnamdi Kanu have already indirectly, without informing Ipob, trying to divert Ipob into a pressure group. I never knew that was the reason why he was trying to convince Ipob to join Oduduwa agitators, because he heard me very well reveal it to that Oduduwa agitators are political pressure group. I said it on camera instantly, because who made me discover it is because of Sunday Igboho. I know Sunday Igboho very well. I live in Ibadan. I school in Ibadan. All my career was run in Ibadan. And immediately I mentioned them to be a pressure group. Did you see any of them reply me? Nobody replied me. Because they understood that I know them very well. That is why I caution IPB Brazil. I say, we are not aligned with Yoruba agitators. They ask me why. I say, I am not party to that. Because these people are political pressure group. So, indirectly or systematically, Nnamdi Kanu have already switched another way, keep on cashing out. And that was when the problem of Nnamdi Kanu and Osare Dukubo started. Because Osare Dukubo know what I'm talking about now. Osare Dukubo know everything. That was Osare Dukubo was shouting on his protocol, calling him thief, calling him conman, calling him all manner of name. But because of, we believe that because of what he has spoken so far in Radio Biafra, that this man is a man of truth. Let me tell you how Nnamdi Kanu operate. He will come now, he will tell you what you want to hear. Of course, we the Igbos, we have spirit. We adore and we honor truth. If you want to capture Igbo man, if you want to come at not only man, if you want to capture any Igbo person, be it man, be it woman, when they present truth, our destiny and our spirit always align with truth. If you tell us truth, then you can go back and be doing another thing apart from what you are saying. Igbo people will trust you because of that truth you have said. This is the strategy Nnamdi Kanu use. He will come on air, he will come publicly, he will tell us the truth, which is very open to understand. Then we will go back. Okay, now, look at, okay, now, for example, the same Nnamdi Kanu said, we worship Chukwu Kikabiyama Primi Henine, the living God, that in Ipob we don't bow to idol. The same Nnamdi Kanu took a boy who they presented to come and testify in Europe of the army shooting in 2017 in his father's compound. And he first of all direct them to take that boy to shrine to go and swear an oath that if you run away in Europe after testifying, that the gods should struck him dead. The same Nnamdi Kanu took that boy to shrine, directed his people, they took the boy to shrine. Not only taking the boy to the shrine, they take the parent of that boy hostage They keep them somewhere. They kept them somewhere. Until that boy went to Europe after testifying before the white people on that incident. They have to put that boy in a flight and brought that boy back to Nigeria. Which the boy himself complained. The boy was disappointed. Then I asked, is this not wickedness? You have connection to take somebody to Europe. Why can't you leave that person? Why can't you leave that young man there? You have testified, okay, you can go and seek asylum. But you know why? Let me tell you the reason why he did that thing. He know that the moment you come to abroad, your head will start to work properly. Maybe if that boy is in abroad today, he may be among people who is talking against Nnamdi Kanu. This is the wickedness of those who are evil in their engagement. They don't want you to rise. They want you to be down so that they keep on using you. This is exactly the system of Nigerian politicians. If you watch those boys who always be their touts, political talk, they don't allow them to rise. And any of them who wanted to rise, they will assassinate them. What did Ekweremadu did? Is it not the same thing Ekweremadu did? Ekweremadu took a young boy to take the kidney for his daughter's illness. After getting there, the thing is not compatible with the daughter's own. Ekweremadu, instead of leaving that boy in London and say, go and seek asylum. I remember one certain time I made the invitation of some people, but only 2 were able to make it. At the end of the day, after that program, I was the one that picked up my phone and said, guy, fire well. You see, these people being in abroad, am I the one to feed them? No, they are going to hustle for themselves and feed themselves. So what is my problem of making sure they go back? I picked up my car and said, guy, after that place, you go to your hotel, no be mumu, walk away. But if you're walking away, don't take your bag. What you will do is this: go to your hotel room. If you have good clothes, since you have days, they have reserved for you. They have paid for you. What you will do, you go there, you take clothes, you wear the clothes inside, you wear another one inside, then you go and search where our people is. If it is all these our people that have store, you go there, you remove the clothes, those ones you want, you tell the person, please keep it for me. You go back to the hotel again, you wear another one, you come out, you make sure you take all the necessary clothes you want. That those ones is important, that is important for you. You take it, you keep somewhere. Then you do what? You leave your bag there and waka. When they open the hotel, they see your bag, they will say, this person is coming back. Where you're not coming back? I say, oh boy, waka. And that is how those guys waka. But somebody who called himself leader of indigenous people of Biafra took a Biafran to Europe to go and testify in what happened in his father's compound. At the end of the day, he took that boy to Sharai, committed that boy to swear. At the end of the day, that boy was handed back to flight to bring him back to Nigeria. Does this kind of person want your progress? No. If you watch this guy attitude very well, if you watch this boy attitude very well, you will understand that. I don't know how to describe Nnamdi Kanu. But thank God for our Lord Ejimako. You see, most of you who say that Bible is a scam, be very careful. I have said it openly, and I want to say it again. Bible is not word of God, but Bible is an inspirational words put together. Both the criminals and the saint participated in putting those words together. Don't forget, both the criminals and the saints participated in putting that word together. And mind you, the word of God is two-edged sword. And the God that created good is God that also created the bad. For what? For the purpose and the goodness and glory of God alone. I keep on teaching people this thing. You see, all this time people are very annoyed. Some people wanted to run crazy. They want to run mad because of the disappointment of Nnamdi Kanu. I tell them, calm down, calm down, calm down. I said Nnamdi Kanu did not disappoint you, did not disappoint me. He disappointed himself. I said, the day we begin to understand this word like this, we will turn back and say, thank you, Father. Thank you, God, for things working like this. Look at how things were working smoothly for him. With the effort of Ipob and the effort of Ipob legal team. But immediately, somewhere, because God wanted to do something, God wanted to prove something, God allowed Satan to enter Lord Ejimako to hijack the system. Immediately he hijacked the system. Those things turn around. Which means, I was telling somebody, I said, which means if we have, or Nnamdi Kanu have gotten his freedom through the legal team of Ipob and Ipob effort, as it was granted, because Nigeria government, we are not having state evidence in order way to convict Nnamdi Kanu, which I have always said that time. Every time I do that, I say they don't have it. Immediately Simon came out, I say Simon is working to provide that provision that will make them convict Nnamdi Kanu. Did you know what I said? Just to tell you that there are people who will walk ahead of time. What Nnamdi Kanu committed is, I may call it, not a state offense that make them went and kidnap him. It's not a state offense. What Nnamdi committed, I can call it individual offense. How? When you have information of your engagement, he will expose you he will expect that particular person to the last minute. He did it to late Buhari. He did it to Abakari. He did it to many Funanis. He did it to Igbo politicians. He did it to Yoruba politicians. It's never a state crime. Because we have what we call free speech. Do you get the point now? That was why I was telling, I said, IPOB should remain peaceful so that the state, Nigeria, will never find any provision to convince him, to convince Nnamdi Kanu. And that is why IP will be maintaining that peaceful engagement. Then immediately Berima came. I say, this guy is working to ensure that he provide that evidence, he provide that provision to convince Nnamdi Kanu. Immediately appointed him and I began to shout. I said, our people should be very careful. Our people should trash this guy down. Trash him down immediately. This guy is working for Nigeria government in order way to ensure that Nnamdi Kanu did not come out. But due to our people are very gullible, they begin to shout action, 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 action. Then immediately the Nigeria government engaged Aloy Ejimako. Please, if you go there, discuss about Simon with him. And Simon and Aloy Ejimako were busy discussing Simon Ekpa in DSS dungeon. Telling him the goodness of Simon Ekpa in DSS dungeon. And not only that, Nigeria government provided money because they know that Nnamdi Kanu is lost after money. They provided money. Anytime our Lord go there, our Lord will say, Simon Ekpa give you $5,000. He said I should give you. Nnamdi Kanu will say, where Jishike? Jishike li holeme. Jishike li holeme. Did you know the detail of Iholeme? Did you know the details of Iholeme? Or where's your Jishike? Again, yeah, $3,000. Again, yeah, oh, when Simon no with Mam Kahasi Kuluko that money, 15,000. Hajeba, 5,000, Wunyan Nnamdi Kanu. Where is 10,000? Nde perima, alo de Jimakola maso hekeri editing. Yasia, Ojishik. Somebody in DSS dungeon having 38,000 with him. Because any money you bring there now, DSS must take record of it. This guy was having $38,000 in his detention. You never know that all those things are set up. And immediately those people discover that, yes, this is only way they now perfected it. While he was busy planning how he would dissolve IPOB. That was only what was inside this. These people have discovered my secret. These people have known me. Don't worry. If I handle microphone, I will destroy them. That was what he was telling Aloy Ejimako. He said, don't worry. You know me, I'm Nnamdi Kanu. Remember, that is why I said it earlier, 2023. I said, if Nnamdi Kanu come out, let nobody allow him to get to that radio. Deny him that radio. Because the mistake IPOB could have done is, if let's assume he succeeded coming at that time, we allow him to access that radio. That is where we could have trashed him down. We seize the radio, then if he come out, let him use private citizen and do whatever he want to do. But that radio, you will never see it again. Because what he committed is an individual crime. Something like the one he did to He did to Wike. He collected money from Wike. He turned around and blackmailed Wike. Forgot that Wike is a madman. Wike is not our people. For Nnamdi Kanu to blackmail him. He collected money from Obiano. He turned around and betrayed Obiano. He collected money from what do you call it? This guy from Ifanyoba. He turned around and blackmailed Ifanyoba. Many. Then when they planned and told him that Malami want to settle with him, that's why I know that this guy is a fool. They say Malami want to settle with you. Malami want to settle with you. They make arrangement. Immediately he hear $20 million. He began to communicate with the lady. He never knew that all these things were monitored. He went to go and pick the lady in a car park in the airport. Never knew that the people that will grab him they have surrendered everywhere. $20 million. This is the person that come out and tell you already, Biafra, I was offered vice president, I was offered all you well, I was offered that, I was offered that. And I told the person, I said, please, at least, glory be to God, Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor was IPOB lawyer and Nnamdi Kanu lawyer. That time, he made that false pronouncement. I said, since Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, we are his lawyer, and Osita, the former aviation minister, also were close. I want to ask something. I say, if there is any discussion with federal government, I know how government work. If government want to speak with me now, there is no way government can speak to me directly. Go and make your research. Okay, now let me say that I am the one being made the head of the agitation. There is no way government will speak to me directly. That is why every agitating group must have legal backup. People the government will speak to is your legal team. Go and ask them, go and make your verification. Legal team, and they are not going to even tell them to invite me. They are going to invite what you call the regional state actors. Regional state actors. Who are these regional state actors? Some minister from that region will be involved. Some governors from that region will be involved. Some senators from that region will be involved. Selectively, they will select them. These are the people that we put the options and the conditions down to. These people now will not call me. Then I will not call the group that I'm leading. I will not bring the representative from that group. They will be there. The regional actors, which I mentioned here, will not come. Lay down the rules or the condition given offered to us. Then if you like the offer, we will tell them, okay, this offer is, we are satisfied with this offer. If you don't like the offer, we tell them, no, we are not satisfied with this offer. That is how you know. So somebody coming out and said, I was offered this and that, this and who were there? Onye neighbor. Who will bear the witness? Who will testify? Who will confirm it? Nobody. Till now. Anybody who were there when Nnamdi Kanu was offered this and that, please come outside. Don't hide. Put out the euro, put out by your camera and say, yes, I was there. And you tell us the hour, tell us the day, tell us the month, and tell us the year. And also mention the people who offer that thing. Is it president? Is it chief of state house chief of staff? Is it IG or police? Is it who? You must measure those people, because a guy can't put a smart sign like, yes, I'm not there. Onye kuria ponya ha. Ebe ka no kuya. Where was the meeting held? Simple. We are not in analog world anymore. We are in a digital world. Or the Kamba. Those days I ain't got church. Ufu pastor puta. Yasani. I went to deliver the word of God in Kanu. As I arrived there, my shadow, like one pastor once at a time, we went to crusade, he said, his shadow lifted 5 cripples. The pastor said, he said, his shadow lifted 5 cripples. They were walking. People start shouting, man of God, what have you done? He said, I don't even know my shadow can make people to walk. And that time, 1990 something, and all of us shouted, hey, hallelujah. And all these things were said in other way. Anyamanye na kala pala fosisi ego nka yele enwe. Anyamanye kala pa fokutasi ego nka yele enwe. O nwere ego 10 naira 5 naira mgbara uru anya fọpụta ya, even o nwere nke apịrị apị anya fọpụta ya ebe ọ nọ straight ya immediately wunye na plate ya wam. Chineke nka nna ya be Chineke nka mekwara ndị ngwuru la Kanu ya be mere anyị ya. Ka ala akpọ analog 419. Ịma analog 419 they pay way well than digital. Ndị kpatara ego la 419 bụ ndị analog. They pay well. But can anybody in this generation now, in this 21st century, can anybody come out and say that nonsense again? No. If you say it, you're on your own. Many people will sit down where they sit down, even over on your offering. Wallah, you put another nonsense. Yes, he's the offering. Okay, you know go drop that offering for church go. You even up at Ali Hero, the Obola restaurant no the hero, they here cross roads or they go be around. You notice here Juba na can't keep it as in a church lang. My husband not where they had to read your offering before na pastor I mean query I will edit wrong where be Araba choir. That okay, pastor. Araba choir there. Aba e instead of preach commend them adu ka agụ ko nya bụla gba egwu la. O wa ga o since na ọ ga-abịa ka hapụ ndị egwu ka akụ egwu ko nya bụla nwere ha nwere lawa ọ pụtara akọ eri. Because eziokwu adịghị ekpuchi aka. You see truth? Truth is like light. You on a lamp in your house now. Give raka uchi there. Sitting at the choker. All time could be with Pakan. Iha war famuno blahoso. I remember you see this rice season by Nnamdi Kanu. You see this rice season by Nnamdi Kanu. Let me tell you one thing. I remember vividly when IPOB were planning for agricultural revolution when Simon Ekpa okay, Simon said, leave those, oh my gosh, you swear that time. I say, leave those illiterate DOS. He said, leave those illiterate DOS. People are fighting for freedom. They want to feed the people. They want to provide food for people who are fighting for freedom. If they eat finish, they will not fight for the freedom again. He said, Simon Ekpa said that hunger is what will make our people fight for their freedom. And that word annoys me so high. I was like, I wanted to run mad that very day. I said, this insult is becoming unbearable. So this guy opened his mouth and said that our people should go through hunger. They should be hungered in other way, so that you see the mentality of all these fraudsters. They have no conscience in them. What did Nnamdi Kanu said by ordering and threatening that boy to bring that, to hand that rice over to him? What did Nnamdi Kanu say? The same word Simon Ekpa said is the same word Nnamdi Kanu said. He said, we are not here to restore rice. We are here to restore Biafran. So Nnamdi Kanu, in his imagination, he wants our people to suffer. He don't even want them to feel comfortable while fighting for that freedom. And then Nnamdi Kanu forgot that any person who is fighting under hunger can be compromised. But somebody who is fed well, while fighting, his sense will be intact. He will be calculative in his fight. Why does US feed their soldiers very well? Why does Italy feed their soldiers very well? Why does Russia feed their soldiers very well? Why does Britain feed their soldiers very well? Why does, should I be mentioning countries? Why does Brazil feed their soldiers and the police very well and pay them the highest salary? Because let them engage in the fight against crime and other related offenses without being compromised. But then now the Kanu and the Simon Ekpa want Biafrans to be hungry so that they will go to fight and be compromised. Yes, Methuselah said it too. That to show you the evil in these people. Then why is it that every country that want to fight war, first thing they will do is to ensure that they have food security? Why is it? I want to ask Nnamdi Kanu, why is it that countries who want to engage in any conflict, if they have food, they always win that war? But if they don't have food, they lose the war. Nnamdi Kanu, can you answer me this question? Countries who have won their war, go and make your research. Food was available. When I remember the word of Simon, remember the word of Nnamdi Kanu recent on this rise, I say, wow. Wow. So these people are bed on the same feathers. Okay, Nnamdi Kanu collected the rice and he went and distributed it in the north, in Sokoto, tried to bribe the Fulanis to himself. Tried to convince the Fulani that he's not a bad man. Why is he feeding the Fulani with the rice? No, this is no answer. Why is he feeding the Fulani with the rice? So that they will not be what? So that they will not be hungry and descend on him as their enemy. So you want the Biafrans to be hungry. He want the people in Biafra land to be hungry so that they will descend on who now? Because a hungry person is an angry person. To descend on who? Do you see the strategy? Sabotaging strategy. He want to sabotage our land. He want to sabotage our land. So IPOB that attacks everybody. IPOB members that money, which some people did not even meet up to pay. Me, if I never pay finish. I promised 450. I paid 200. It remained 250. That was the promise I made. I said I would give 450 euro. Dollar. I paid 200. So where is see, this is what we're talking about. And you will see all this when one couple happy again. I said, hey, he did it well. He did it well. He did it well. Taking what belonged to people that he did not even participate on. So he took it well, he did it well, by taking the right to the finale. Don't worry, those he give that right to eat are the people that will cut his head. When he, okay, so, don't forget that 2027 is at the corner. Nnamdi Kanu I'm saying, Landia who you right say a hardy, but the same people got caught. How get British, you did like this, they go some bow. Yanyeba hanni ye hanni nye ju ha fo ka ha gba shik so that must ha ga hu de ha pig de ha egure ma fo ya ko fo pi olu kokoko, which like the wise. Nnamdi Kanu, pathological enemies, you can't satisfy them. The same thing we keep on telling the Igbo politicians. Now Igbo politicians have realized it. Pathological enemy can never be satisfied. Nnamdi Kanu. You self know that. Thank God you know. I am putting it to you today. If we want to be right here, on the guy, they are going to get Buru Gosiamboa. I got no about who she like her. Opportunity 27 on at corner, but he the game. Keep on fooling yourself. Keep on fooling yourself. We are watching. We are watching closely. Keep on fooling yourself. We have done all we could have done to save you, in other way to question you when you come out. But we discovered that you don't want to come out alive. You have vowed that instead of you to come out and explain because of your secret have been leaked out, that instead of you to suffer the shame, you rather die. But before you die, that you are going to finish everybody. Nnamdi Kanu, you can't finish anybody. You see that Ali Igbo. Ali Igbo is so sacred. Thank God I told you that when you were outside. Ali Igbo is so sacred that Aja Ali Igbo, Lalundi Igbo. Esperance Akagidocha, Aja Ali Igbo, Lalundi Igbo. Ihe niile na-eme ihe a bụ Aja Ali Igbo na-achụ Nnamdi Kanu ọsọ. But many people are mad. I will go there a lot of people. Ajali Igbo, Nnamdi Kanu commit atrocity. Or commit atrocity. Look at Simon Ekpa. Does Simon Ekpa look healthy when you see him in court? Does he look healthy? Because Ajali Igbo leti, all the Tihamau. Ajali Igbo leti Hamau. Abraham somebody say, Ajali Igbo don't dare it. Onye ajwa mo wan dem bonyo melala. Say, akwachago mu ihe mgbara gị. Omelala or no omelala. Don't you dare ndị Igbo. Especially blood of innocent Igbos. Imete ya aka, you have finished yourself in this world you come. Nke ha agala. Imakwande haburu. Imakwande ndi haburu Imo State. Imakwande haburu na Anambra. Imakwande haburu Enugu. In the name, keep on killing, so that the pressure will be in the name on the federal government to release me. Imagine somebody, imagine now more on a problem now. Massive one mad, Kalayo man will put. Who am I? Which I'm now pure demon. You have culture of IPO be memory. You have the culture of IPO be memory. Buwan and them mad, Moana every to Pafushuan over. Who only came on Nnamdi Kanu against a Pafu over. Il a poire. Obaresa Pafua, Obu Nemon Hackers and Mogoma. They said that a Pafu over. I go on now. It's upon all. Give one bon Nnamdi Kanu. Do you forbid deaths? And these have been the character of cowards. I don't know why cowards are like that. Cowards always love to take other people's life, but when they come to them, they can confess, they can sing in order way to save their own life. That's why Nnamdi Kanu. How many IPOB members they have? Nigeria government have been detained illegally, tortured them. They went through torture. Still, these men and these women stand their word. They never betray IPOB one day. But Aka Parala Nnamdi Kanu, right from Kenya, Ebeji Nnamdi Kanu na room na torture, Nnamdi Kanu confessed that he don't on IPOB bomb. Mwa come to matter that guy was coward. This guy confess everything and hand it over to them. Bam. Marshal Legodi. Legodi. But I went that you remember Laba since, when they la Port since, when they la Nubu since, when they la Anambra since, when they la Boni. I went through torture. At the end of the day, they stood their ground. Say, oh, when you heard John Meloni, you had not trouble Meloni. And there I stand. But I all Nnamdi Kanu Maya so around, or Raka man and woke him, just so ram and auntie. You have to hear it on happy was Rahanala. You have to through the activities of Bible was Rahana table. Coward. You would have pushed Rahana table. Up at the camera now. Up at the camera now, ye tibe. I am on Nnamdi Kanu. I am on Nnamdi Kanu. You are Nnamdi Kanu, a coward who could not even stand the test of the day. is the offense of IPOB. IPOB is not doing anything to free me. As if it's true. In his mentality, people is supposed to be getting news that people are dying. What Nnamdi Kanu love to hear is when they go there to visit, they will say, 50 people have died in Abia State last week because of you. Imo State now almost 100 or something died. Anambra, people have died, almost 30 people died. Ebonyi State now dead body is too much everywhere because of this. You will see him in a balance. I'm going to matter the question take it over. You hear balance is here. You hear but when he was expecting those kind of news, he didn't hear it. Ojoha, or whenever IPOB bushing them mad, I said IPOB are now that nonsense business. You are beer. You are beer. Look at how he brought out money and asked them to go and protest for Simon Ekpa release. You know what Nnamdi Kanu said? He said they should go and be protesting for Simon release. Like if Simon is released, then his own release will be easy. Since it's what Simon Ekpa committed, is what they will go, what they use to sentence him. So there will be no basis of their conviction against him. Oh, look at the sense, mad. And that was going to last 6 years they pronounced to Simon Ekpa just about step to prison. These people are about terrorism. Evidence so in case Simon Ekpa allege evidence. Remember that IPOB sent the investigative journalist to Igbo land. And the investigator that brought every damn on his own, plus the one IPOB submitted. This case is after by one after the another. Oko halon banana 4 years, 8 months. Upon pour another charges. Upon pour another evidence. Ndi hendo mene. Mande ko kuru ekula fun. Mande nke eburu. Gwere shie egusi soup. Gwere send the araya. Ebonyi State Coordinator. Gentle haburu. Gwere shie egusi soup. Send the araya Simon Ekpa. I make haka like this. Yeah. Because omene otakosi make haka. Yeah. Obu ya bụ onye ahụ. Nde army jega boss or the camp. Ha balaga happy ite. Ha huzie the leftover meat inside that pot. All ya wakandami aleku kaneba that these people use people to cook. Obu Ebonyi ha Ebonyi State Ebonyi coordinator. Nnamdi Kanu Simon Ekpa buru. Because o may go now, o may go pronounce, o go ndi Igbo law yanwa di Simon. O was in hall I hide again. I don't want to put Nnamdi Kanu. Also, O'Brien discover la yanwa Nnamdi Kanu. And if we leave him alive, that we are all stupid. I got my man how stupid we are. So that God will convince everybody. But our man that he was passing judgment on himself. I got my man how stupid Biafran is. Oh, ya come to back when umakala winjorenjo. Mama woke mama had 100. La winjorenjo. I had a defending Nnamdi Kanu. I had a defending Nnamdi Kanu. It's so bad. Oh, ya come to back. Our own work is to short screen all these pages, all these individuals supporting him. Our own work is to subscribe them and file their case, put their file down. Mbogi, I got her one by one. Madam Gina Biko, come forward. Are you among those who support the killings of our people, innocent our people in the name of freedom? She will answer. Methuselah, come forward. You were among those who were supporting the killing of our people. In what motive were you supporting this thing? They will answer. Person who is a police officer in our land, how does he become the enemy of Biafra that you kill him? And you said killing of this person is right. Please come forward and answer. I am them delay ham le hanyamanachi. Ala kwa hana evidence de. Hana mishi baka. He jolo wu mitu no mun na kai no lelia. Ha ma le ha bo a genocide case. Ha ma le ha bo a genocide case. And genocide case, these children should be very careful. I'm just lecturing them now. A genocide case is a terrible case to face. Especially when you are in support of it. And that's why we keep on kicking against it. Because IPOB, we have given the assurance that Biafra will be achieved. Not with killing, not with intimidation, not with brutality, but with a polite and a civil engagement. Present your petition. Look at what happened in Osun State. The world, we are watching the whole thing, the whole drama. Do you know why the INEC declared the Adeleke winning? Because there is no way they can manipulate it. Because remember him, Barunu, Abrahamu, like the politicians in Nigeria are the one that's going to disintegrate Nigeria. When that call came from international community, they were left with shock. They were left without all the man, the military, the returning officer. Declare Yonya. Let us prove these people wrong. The news have gone far. Declare this person. That's why they declare the man winning. That's why Tinubu and his authority, they left with shame. Because Abrahamu, like the last thing Tinubu gave Mebo a hand over to anybody. Because or hand over to anybody, Tinubu is going to rot in jail. His son, Sheyi, is going to rot in jail. The daughter is going to rot in jail. Their name had been already been listed. Their name is already been placed. Nigeria end. And that is what he's planning with the Yoruba elders. He is planning. Tinubu is a smart guy. He wants to. Nigeria will end in Tinubu's hand. Because any mistake, see Tinubu, see disaster. Would Dave might like to go to jail? No. Will we have to go to the jail? No. Ndekunu mara ihe na abu unu something unu ala eme argument iberibe. Remember unu la one man na agazi America again. Achobe kwa ya. Because ehemeja achobe kwa ya have the man who is mad. Dudu nke ya o. Onye ola sigbu, onye ala sepigbu. Oso no to bara Nigeria. Oh, can put it like that. The man is no to bara osisi Nigeria. But the man was mad. omego a lot of people ọgaranya l'ala Igbo but onwe onye ga-apụta na silo ogburu ya n'ome nke asị na the man agaghị nke eru ya ga side but and agwara m na onye aga Amerịka and ihe o ji ga Amerịka maka faịlụ eburula Las Venezuela mgbe akpụrụla nwoke president Venezuela nwanne faịlụ enwetara aha dị man nọdị ya aha nwoke ebe anyị anọdị ya ọ gaghị agazi Amerịka and if you watch since that time eji that man o mebeghị ọnwụ ahụ ata ishiri Europe ya la o jiri money o jiri money but ya bụ ejiri na Amerịka ọ na-ewuta mbụkọ agwara m na the man bụ ezigbo mmadụ n'udo nke ya but o so n'ụtụ gbara osisi Naijiria ọkwa Igbo ka m soro ihe mgbe mmadụ so n'ụtụ ọwụ ezigbo ihe ụtụ ọ bụ na nwere ụtụ gbara osisi agbaji ya destroy osisi o so na ndị destroy Naijiria achọ m ịkpọ ya aha sinsi ndị ekwu achọ m ịkpọ datị na ọ gaghị agazi akpatara faịlụ hụ engagement ya with Venezuela president m na-agwa unu na egwu dị ma nlele ụmụaka na vidiyo la afere ọnụ anya m na-achị sọsọ ọchị wee ga-achịghị ọchị bụ ekele dịrị Chineke la most of them na abroad ihe a ha na-afere ọnụ mgbe ọ ga-esu ha ga-achọ ebe ha ga-ezu mgbe ọ ga-esu ọnya ka m isi be careful ihe na-edoghị anya do your mouth like this ihe ọbụla na-edoghị anya mechite ọnụ ọ ka mmadụ ikwuru ekwu ọ ka mmadụ idere ede ọ ka mmadụ postu epostu mechie ọnụ ihe nji ekwu nke mbụ osu mlaazụ onwe m na-azụ Ipob ka m sikwa eme sinsi ụwa adị m azụ onwe m adị m azụ Ipob oze ma apịa vidio oya listen to this video ebe ọbụla m sụrụ Igbo masị ha ya unu kpụ ya translator na ntị unu the area of speak Igbo masị ha ya unu kpụ ya translator ụta m sasụ Igbo na ha kpụ ya ha anụ ihe m kwuru ha kpụ ya translator ha anụ ihe m kwuru ha ngecha masị ya o nwere ihe ọjọọ m kwuru here ọkwa ihe ọjọọ ya ka m na-eme expose here is it not what I'm exposing ha sị okay onye ọbụla ekwela isi ị ga-akụrụ m handcuff ị ga-ejide m dị ya because onye pụtara condemn ihe ọjọọ onweghị ị ga-eme ị ga-asị ya can go ihe m agaghị eme like this movement bụ support ihe ọjọọ agwago m onye ya you see this leadership any day ha changiri ọ bụrụ keke any day ha gbanwere ma chọpụta ma agba touch ma ọ bụrụ lọlọ Nneka ma agba touch gbapụta something nwanne ma pụta gwa ya ụmụ Biafra ụmụ ka abụghị subordination but if ma ga-agwa unu aga m erichi ha jụọ ha ajụjụ ndị leaders ka ihe na-emenụ what is happening nke ihe m na-ahụ this far play what am I seeing this ọ wụzi ihe ha sara m ha sị m o nna sorry anyị amakwaghị ama na oke ihe ọ mistake anyị ga-correct ya correct ya memechikwa ọnụ correct go because onwe onye macha everything but ebe mma anọpụta tibe zoba bụ lekwuru m nkwucha asị na half that thing Mr. Hambala, I gotta have this thing. I got me him in this thing. My people again, Hasimon now the make the bem one day Biafra, Biano, le papa non cale meo. I come, hey, le uncale me pano, bini con uno giocande aggiu. Uno giocande aggiu. Because as lo nya aggiu, ade efuzo. Ejo emara. Enyo bla le du le pe ka jo ya aggiu. Nwanne unu kpara onye akpapụ ya n'ụzọ onye aha bụ onye ndu onye aha abụghị onye ndu onye ọbụla na-edu okweghị ka jụọ ya ajụjụ kpara na onye akpapụ ya nọ n'ụzọ ọ bụghị onye ndu ọ bụ onye ụchụ ka ọwụ onwe ebe odu na-eche I got to him now. Unu chita ihe mgbarono asị m gị na Fulani ga-use Nnamdi Kanu ma why o ji bribe ndị Fulani all this why ọ chọrọ ịba ha ime ka ha use be because ọ ma na ọrụ ya akwụọla n'ala Igbo ọ ma Nnamdi Kanu ma na ọrụ ya akwụọla na Biafra region ihe ọ chọrọ bụ ka ọ banye ndị ime ka ha contract ya ka o bido work with them against the Igbo land. Agwago m unu ihe a and I have said it earlier, people will be ame witness. Agwara m dem asị m ndị politician Igbo should beef up security and know what they are doing. Here about the time to play politics. The life of our people is very, very important. Nnamdi Kanu will be used by the Fulanese terrorists. I'm telling you, because let me tell you something, that guy has no life. And he wants to ensure that every damn thing in Biafra land suffer before he go. The day I don't say word anyhow. Nnamdi Kanu will be used by the Fulani terrorists against the Igbo land. I am repeating it again, and I want to repeat it again, and I want it so that to be on record. Mbogi shall say, hi, that man said it, and it's happening. Oh, ya me roja bribe ha, o bribe ha with ego, ya bribe ha with inni, ya bribe ha with rice. To him, what can he do? Can Nnamdi Kanu work to make money? He can't work. That's the dangerous part of it. Nnamdi Kanu can never work. Because he's a criminal. Criminal doesn't work. He can't work to make money. He can't hustle normal to make money. Everything is crime, manipulation. And now that manipulation is no more working, what do you think Nnamdi Kanu will do? He become a dangerous person against the land. And these are the people that Fulani is seeking. Fulani is looking for people like this to use in our land. Do you know how many Fulani elders who have gone to Tinubu and Tinubu release him, let him go and do something, let him go and do it? But the Yoruba elders are looking at the Fulani as set up because they want to listen. Tinubu, the elders of the Yoruba, don't want to release Nnamdi Kanu. But as he stand now, the Fulani want him to release him. But they never know that the Yorubas are very smart. The Yorubas are looking at if they release him in the connection of the Fulani, now the Kanu will be used against them. it will be used against them, not only against them, now it will be used against but the Fulanis are telling Tinubu that he is going to use him against the Igbos. But in the translation, the Yoruba elders sit down and say, no, he has set up. He's going to use, quite alright, they are going to use him against the Igbos, and they are going to also use him against the Yorubas. All you have, we had Gia there, you had Jipagidere idea. And the Kangwa, how things are going to work. Let's assume, if not for 2027, that Nigeria is going to get to their end. If not for that, even though the Fulani enter there, they're not going to leave them. But the Fulani don't want Tinubu to get roasted by Nnamdi Kanu. You see the game? We are following the key. We are following them bomba to bomba. That's why I'm to go and say, like they use only against our land. And he have accepted it because he is a very wicked guy. He have accepted. I'm not saying he will. He have accepted it. I want to ask all of you. The same army that came out of media to say that Gento the Yahoo is in their custody. Have you asked yourself, where is Gento doing the video that he's doing? Where is he doing it from? Is he doing it from the army detention? Ndibo. Happy emotion, happen love, fake love doesn't. See, the worst thing you can do is to not be reasonable in your love. When you are not reasonable in your love, see grave. Let me repeat, if you are not reasonable in your, somebody may say people like us doesn't love. We love. Who told you we don't love? We love. Do you know how much I love Nnamdi Kanu? But that doesn't blind me. When I discover things about him, I became very angry about him. No matter how I love you, if I discover evil in you, I withdraw my love. Love is withdrawable. That is the one thing people doesn't understand. As you apply it, it's also withdrawable. Before a man will take a woman to traditional marriage or altar, as case may be, and put ring, or take the woman to registry for wedding, do you think you will put ring for somebody that you don't love? Except those who are marrying for wealth or something, like maybe the woman has money, you just, but I'm talking about normal ground where you are the one catering as a man, you are well do. Do you think it's easy to take a woman that you don't love to go and put ring on that woman? It's not possible. But have you asked yourself, why is that the same man? Oba Jodro Yase Wani Gabazi. Does it mean he didn't love that woman from the beginning? He loved the woman. But instead of him to perish with the love, he withdraw his love and trash that love out of his life. This is how things work. This is how things work. So all of you being carried out by emotion, look inward and see the engagement of Nnamdi Kanu through his brothers. You remember now, through his siblings, look the engagement of Nnamdi Kanu is his siblings. Siblings is Nnamdi Kanu. Simon Ekpa is Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is Simon Ekpa. Look the activities of these people, the havoc they cause, the criminality they cause. Look it in word and the judge Nnamdi Kanu. And ask yourself, why should I love this kind of idiot? Why should I put my love on this kind of murderer? Why should I put my love on this kind of soulless animal? This is a question you'll be asking yourself. We are not asking anybody to die. We are not asking anybody to be killed. But let the offenders of humanity be punished to the end. There's no reason for consideration of, let us consider. No, there is no consideration in crime. Let the person be punished 100%. Any day I did my own, you find evidence. Now punish me now. Why should you leave me without punishment? Punish me. Punish me. This is what keeps society safe. When somebody commits, you punish. Another person will learn. Okay, that is something I can't. No, I can't do this one. No, if I do now. Let me tell you how our people do. No matter how you are good, any day you commit crime, they will carry your goodness and put it aside and punish you for your crime. Go and ask anybody. And that's why that is why their place is developed. And that is why you that is in Nigeria is dreaming to come to abroad. But if it happen in Nigeria, they say he's a good man, oh, leave him. Oh. Don't you know that this world we are living is very deep? Somebody can be pretend to be good. What things he do or he engage secretly is damaging. Is what is damaging the whole destiny in that particular region. Don't you know that? Don't you know that? Nobody is alleging Nnamdi Kanu. This his siblings did with the group they are committing crime is visible, is verifiable, is at the public domain. If you go to Imo State, you go to Uncensored, you go to Osumehu, you go to Gelaju when you say Abugodi Fulani terrorists can then keep this village like this. Yeah, first question I get to you. Which is I don't like that thing from our own culture. And you will get and say brave. You have a culture on and it's a very bad culture. I must condemn it. Ihele me now. Obulo merubem naka. Akoye bem no meti wan na happy ha. Because orube akam. Mbosim amala I had the serious mboso meru o meru tararumaka. But o won hendo charge carry ani. Ihe me now. Ihe me emeka. Lion man and nearly him and Emeka. Agamade very serious to know what happened to Emeka. The man who I'm the serious. Agame Ziki, match away how many. My wife got all happy you remark because not in a sense. Aga bagla. He had to put Emeka the Lion manaka. If it is not stopped. But in Dibo, oh me Emeka, Lion man has not happy here. When Heleman until another person that you then I hear me lion man only can have a brass and happy here. But Lion Man is no more that time to speak. Lion Man is gone. But imagine if Lion Man could have speak that time in America. Do you know that Lion Man would be alive? Another person would be alive. Another person would be alive. Another person would be alive. You have to keep running in that condition. I heard some children that will come, they say, death, killing is part of agitation. One person in this Nnamdi Kanu group said it on TikTok. Only one page in their watch. That's okay. Okay. So killing is among agitation. But I love the question when I sent the message. I sent somebody a message today. I said, Oga, ask this person who speak that thing, ask him how many people have died in their compound. And immediately that man asked that thing, he started vibrating. He started insulting the man. These are the human animals we are talking about. They love people to die, but they don't love to die. When Alod Ejimako went to visit Nnamdi Kanu in DSS dungeon, when he was in DSS, when Alod, wait, as Alod, last than them mad down, the people are being killed. Alod say yes. Nnamdi Kanu keep quiet, and the next word he replies, Osoni had amen. Osoni had amen. All the pressure home, allow pressure man to Nigeria government, it would happen. DSS recorded it. Mwamoto Shola say that Nnamdi Kanu is dangerous to live in the midst of people. About the final word of Omotosho. James Omotosho. Oh, yeah, come to soon. Unu wale claim the lovers of Nnamdi Kanu. Unu jo Alod Ejimako. Sia provide us with the charges Nnamdi Kanu got before he was convicted to life imprisonment. Unu what the target said them mad. Unu sia if Barrister Jofo representing Nnamdi Kanu. If you want Nnamdi Kanu charges, you go to Barrister Jofo page, you print it out. Biafran, my lying? You go to there, which I have many of them here. If you go to Barrister Jofo page, you print the charges of Nnamdi Kanu. If it is the 16 count charges, you will see it there. If it is 8 count charges, you will see that it was not hidden from the public domain. Biafra, why can't you publish the charges of Nnamdi Kanu that lead to his imprisonment? You will see those charges where it is written there. That is why it was not defended. Murder of all appeal. Declared murder of all appeal have been filed. Okay. Have you people asked him what is stopping that murder of appeal? Are you going to appeal something that is unarguable, something that you cannot argue, something that evidence is clear, audio recording is there, evidence is clear from Alod Ejimako, from the siblings of Nnamdi Kanu? Are you going to argue it? Are you going to argue it? Is it arguable? You can only file appeal on something that is arguable, something you can argue. Now, look at how, you see, I love people who are advising them. Do you see how Simon Ekpa provoked the prosecutor in Finland? After pre-bargain. You know, the 6 years they give Simon Ekpa was pre-bargain. Pre-bargain in judgment. Pre-bargain where that he gave them the truth of who sent him. He told them that it is Nnamdi Kanu who ordered him for all the whole actions he carried. And that record was taken to Nigeria government, what Simon Ekpa confessed in Finnish court. Then he pleaded pre-bargain. And because of Nigeria government were sponsoring him, they all agreed on pre-bargain. That's why he got 6 years. And 6 years of pre-bargain is simple like this. 6 years, 6 years. Then in which after, his citizenship were terminated. He doesn't have citizenship finished, have been terminated completely, automatically. He doesn't have document again now in Europe. That is inclusion in that pre-bargain. But look at how God is working for people, working for Biafra. I don't know where he got the advice. Maybe the advice may be coming from Nnamdi Kanu too. You see that appeal he fired? Because the pre-bargain now, that appeal he filed have destroyed the pre-bargain. In pre-bargain, they don't appeal for pre-bargain. But someone ever have did the greatest mistake of your life by appealing pre-bargain judgment. Pre-bargain, I have agreed. I have accepted. I did this thing, I did this thing, I did this thing. Please. Then the people who sent you, if it is a country that sent you, they will step in. Nigeria stepped in into Simon Ekpa case because they sent him. They sent him. And the pre-bargain was completed. Now that he have received a deceptive advice and went back to court. Now now the prosecutor will now present the real sentence of that case. Now, how is he going to that? No more. That day he filed for that appeal was the day he nullified his pre-bargain agreement with the government of Finnish government. Let's check on the union here now. That I repeat, that very day he filed for appeal in Finnish court, were the day he nullified his pre-bargained judgment. That's why when they went to that court, those people who went there, I laugh. I was happy. I say, yes. Now, it's now that this guy is going to face the real. Because that's something I said, the God of Biafra will never allow this boy to go free. And the step has begun. The life imprisonment of Finnish life imprisonment is from 35. Then if it is lucky, he may get 25. But if it is not lucky, he may get the maximum of that sentence of 35 years. The same thing happened to Nnamdi Kanu. The same gods of our land leading Nnamdi Kanu to go back to court and not get the real punishment of atrocity they committed. You see how it's now the same gods have provoked Simon Ekpa to now go back to court to cancel, to nullify the pre-bargain agreement. Now he is now going to challenge it. And that very moment he filed that, and that was when he nullified already standing pre-bargain agreement. Now he is going to face the dragon arguing. Are you going to argue with something that evidence? You are not going to argue it. Evidence is yakpa. Evidence is yakpa. Ihe mere Nnamdi Kanu bụ ihe ga-eme. The gods are wise. From that appeal now, okay, first is the real sentence. And they can never withdraw that appeal again. Because the appeal have been heard. That's why I keep quiet. If I say this thing earlier, they will run and say withdraw it. Because that time, if the appeal haven't heard, it can be withdrawn. But this appeal has been seated and be heard. That is all. Agwa mu na mmemechu ni ihe. Unu abushishi ndebe anyị mmemechu ni ihe. Unu hu onye na-akpọla ya unu na-agbaba ọsọ. Ama mama mechu ọnụ say I will never say anything on media until that court is being seated. Then after seated, then I will not come and review the consequences of what they have done. Mazi Kenny Chuku, over him to about reconciliation. Over him to are you going to reconcile with Uchemofo? Are you going to reconcile with what do you call it? This guy in South Africa, who was in South Africa. What is this name? What is this guy's name now? Are you going to reconcile with that one? No. Are you going to reconcile with Uchemofo? No. They are not worthy to be reconciled to. With. Let me tell you the reason. Now let me tell you the reason why they are not worthy to be reconciled with. If I have been offended or Nnamdi Kanu lie against me, I have no right to attack IPOB. Ikenga, sorry, yeah. I have no right to attack IPOB. Whatever that make me attack IPOB, which means I have lost the ground for the consolation of Biafra agitation. Let me tell you what these people did. Yes, Uchemofo. Let me tell you Uchemofo own. Why I say Uchemofo should not be reconciling anything concerning Biafra. Uchemofo is not a good man. I've said it before, let me repeat it again. Uchemofo, after 2019, when Uchemofo discovered that Nnamdi Kanu collected money from Atiku and Neubi, instead of Uchemofo to expose Nnamdi Kanu and they walk away, let it be on record. Nothing lasts forever. That's why I tell people, you see, nothing lasts forever. Don't be afraid of speaking the truth. That's me. If I speak truth today, I don't care if that thing will be, if anybody will discover the reality of that truth. But I always say, let it be on record that I said this thing. Time will come, they will be looking for me. They will say, where is this man that said this thing? Not true. That time, that man talked. That is the most important thing. What did Uchemofo did? Uchemofo went and seek for his own cut of that money. And then Nnamdi Kanu is a criminal and a greedy criminal. He didn't want to share that money with Uchemofo. Nnamdi Kanu now asked Uchemofo that his salary is going to be increased from £3,000 to £4,500. Are you listening to me? Nnamdi Kanu told Uchemofo that he will not share that money with him, but his salary will be increased from £3,000 to £4,500. Is that what Nnamdi Kanu is supposed to do? No. Is that what Uchemofo is supposed to do? No. Because Uchemofo have been receiving salary in IPOB. So somebody receiving salary in IPOB is not an agitator. So make no mistake. It can't bring somebody who are being among agitators as a survivor of means of survivor. A means of a survivor is not an agitator. Uchemofo is not an agitator right from time because he was receiving salary. So salary is what kept him there. So in which if he cut that salary, he will still rebel against Ipob. Because he has been enjoying the salary from the beginning. He have never done anything for IPOB for free. And Uchemofo does not pay monthly dues. People you will now call agitator. That is why I can stand for Mazi Kedozim till tomorrow. People you can call agitators is Mazi Saworu or Mazabanyim and what do you call it? The head of DOS, Mazi Kedozim. who have been paying their monthly dues, who have exercised what I call volunteer. These are the people that you can address as agitator. Which of is not an agitator. So you don't ask agitators to go and reconcile with benefitors of movement. No, you don't do that. Iken Geragu is the person that could have been reconciled with, because Iken Geragu is an agitator. And I am just teaching all of you this. Kunumana the different. Uche Mofo is never an agitator. But Iken Geragu is an agitator. But Iken Geragu can never be reconciled with, because he turned against, start sabotaging IPOB. Iken Geragu discover something about Nnamdi Kanu with the help of Ifeanyi Oba. Then he wanted the IPOB media warriors to start attacking Nnamdi Kanu immediately. And we said no. And I let him know, personally, I said, Ikenga, what you are vomiting on media is not necessary. I said, even before you know this secret have been with me since 2022. Have you heard it from my mouth? Everything, everything when a time. Oh, we can. Okay. And who comes Abayana, low gag age men and the can expose. It is Oteaka. It's a rema. Because young alone will apply evil against Ipob. I lay chair. O break the news of that evil to reply. I need to fire away. I need to Wepotashiba Ihelile, Liro. Lord, only way I need to conquer. Ihelile, you can go about it and the kindness do. But the one who's the one who support like IPOB. You feel a betray. Let me tell you, you feel a betray. Something betraying IPOB. Apart from the different now, you because betray you IPOB. IPOB upon Nnamdi Kanu. Why must you betray IPOB? Because you feel that nobody helps you. You are speaking the truth. Everybody keep you quiet. Nobody even support you. Everybody ignore you. This is why I tell people that I was telling somebody something about Nigeria police or Nigeria security or developed world security where we are living. The different. While these people, their security are more tight and more productive than the Nigeria security. Nigeria security is this. If they come now and say Lion Man is a thief, Nigeria will mobilize themselves from barrack and come to my house immediately without any investigation. Somebody they will come to my house. But in the developed world, when somebody go to police station and said Lion Man is a thief, is armed robber, he possessed dangerous weapon in his house, this and that, do you know what they will do? They will not come to my house. They will take the address. They will ask the person, do you know his address? The person will give them the address, give them my name, everything. They will say, do you know where he frequent? The person will tell them. They will now mount person on me, which I will not even know. They may follow me for 2 years. Go and ask anybody. They will be patient, following me gradually. I will not even know anything. As case may be, most of them may even make me friend. I will not even know. They will come closer to me to make me friend until they get what they want. You will be surprised the day you are going to be caught. The person you believe that, yeah, this person is my friend, you will now, as he enter that questioning room, you will now see him standing. Are you shocked? You will see him standing there looking at you like this. They will now ask you, do you know him? So he's my friend. So, oh, yeah. He will tell you, We tell you, well, you are here. I heard about what happened to you. That's why I come. You will not even know that he is among them. Okay, pretend to what they are like, but I come to look, he come to check you. So is this somebody from the evidence he had, and he turn around and attack a foundation that does nothing to him? Is that the kind of person you are going to reconcile with? No, you don't reconcile with that kind of people. It's like now, as I am exposing Nnamdi Kanu, tomorrow you will not see me with Ijere or see me with anybody who is against Ndibo. In other words, as what now? I'm asking as what? The only people I can mingle with is people that I know. They have been the pro-Ibos or pro-Biafrans right from time. They don't joke with anything Biafran. They don't joke with anything Igbo. That's the only people I can align with. Even though when they find it comfortable with my exposition against Nnamdi Kanu, I will never allow them in, coming closer to me. Because enemy is enemy. I can never allow them coming closer to me because I know who they are. So there is no way we can reconcile with some of them. There are people that I believe that leadership have reconciled with. Those who, like the person that Nnamdi Kanu alleged that he stole $75,000. I strongly believe if the DOS have the contact of that man, they should reconcile with the man. The man behaved very maturely. He quickly entered. He don't want to drag anything within Nnamdi Kanu. He don't want to expose. He don't want to disgrace himself. He quickly entered. Why that man did not even collect one kobo? He quickly respect himself and enter. This kind of person, if he want IPOB, this kind of person can say, okay, since the truth is out, come back. Obidiobelu, yes, I can say he didn't go too far. He didn't go too far. He didn't do anything wrong. He only asked Nnamdi Kanu, how can you give one woman all our money and nobody else has access to it? Does this look right? Nnamdi Kanu went and blackmailed him. But Obidiobelu went and worked with Uchemofu. So the question now to Obidiobelu is, sir, did you think he did something right by working with somebody who were not agitator? Because Uchemofu is not an agitator. You see this movement. If I discover that you have been paying salary from the beginning, I will never discuss anything Biafra with you. You are not an agitator, so we are not in the same category. That is the problem. But the worst part of them all is Uchemofu and Ikenga, who went and started sabotaging IPOB, even going too far, try to work with Nigeria government against IPOB. They went too far. If Ikenga could have waited as I advised him, if he could have waited at this right time, Ikenga with a big mouth. I never get finished in Nnamdi Kanu now. And now, Ikenga is regretting that advice. I had this young men of these days, when they carry now go learn advice, ọ dị ya ka ihe o nwere okwu o kwuru ọ sị na anyị na cover Nnamdi Kanu sin ọ gwara m ya ọ sị m so Lion Man am so kwara ndị na cover Nnamdi Kanu arụ Nnamdi Kanu na m so ndị na cover masị ya nwanne anyị na-echekwa ka onye apụta hapụ ya ka ọ pụta because that type of sentence be ya even ebechara mgbe ya si ya ihe ile eme now what of asịziela ọbụgo ma mere eji tụọ ya nga ihe a wụdị sasịsa m nyechara ya wụ si ya what of asịkpa nna ọgụ a na mere eji tụọ ya nga hapụ ihe a ekwuzila hapụ ya ka anyị mara ma ọ ga-apụta ọ pụtazie a confront ya ọjụ la mụ anụ mbụla ya ma ga-eso that time anyị mana anyị ga-eso tiba dị bọwa ya ike mgbe hapụgodo ya ka ọ pụta bete ebe ọ gazi atọ ya nga gwa ya nwere uwe na plan ya pụta ya destroy ya dị IPOB ya ejezi atọ ya nga o nwezighị chance ịpụta ya sizie ka anyị nọzi ebe ahụ destroy IPOB ọ maka anyị bọlụrị mma si mba ọgụ ebidola ka anyị bidozi ọgụ a ya nwere alụ nke from dị anyị nwere alụ nke anyị hie so onwezi ihe a na-eche ọ ya bụ data ha na-ezi at the right time so o bidoro ọgụ ya at the right time anyị nwa bidokwa ọgụ nke anyị at the right time. That is why I said in life there is a way you will be right, but due to the time you present your matter or how you present your matter turn you to be wrong. All a mistake now, all a man. That's why I always guide people. There are things you don't do. It's like now somebody confronted you aside as a man. You now went home and went to that person's house to search for him. One, for you, even though that person is at fault initially, for you to go that person's house shows that you don't know law. You see that spot I know mayor. I want I want to quarrel there and you make that spot. Oba also may escape my happy. Chevazie and Bossozo or that try that nonsense biro. We look at that JB because you know why I know the law. Because Obiebem may Jebem pulo up babuye. I will kill him. My babuye. O trespass go. Mwa mo ya na gate mu. Aga ma to podro yo no meje inside pull up by batuo ya. Wura ka mpo eke. Si abikon do onya. Le camera neba. Le ho ba me maybe my life was in danger. I have to defend myself and defend my family. You know my family are here. That is how law runs. Obuguru law chọrọ woku. As far as you make escape that spot to lie there, happen okwu ahụ ka ọ dịzie like that. Ihe ngale ekpezi ekpere bụ ya ba eme ya mbọsọ ọzọ. Ya ba eme ya mbọsọ ọzọ. But nke ije wee be ya ikpe amagokwa gị a ga-ejikwa nga mere ọ ga law ga-eji nga mere memilaghi because that time but you just went to assault the man in his home, which is not allowed in any law. Now Trump went to Turkey. He had a Secret Service men had an information. They have to smuggle Trump into a Mac plane. They left Air Force One in Turkey and put Trump on another private jet that is not Mark 4 as a president and transport him back to US. While the Air Force One were parking there, after when Trump have landed, Air Force One now move. Only here gosiri unu. Ihe gosiri ihe Latin bụ you onwe ha na-akpọ home advantage ya territorial authority. Trump knew very well, those secret service men knew that this is not their territory. They are in another man's territory. And they have to move him safely in another way, whatever it may be. They will start pursuing it. That is how world work. But the same Nnamdi Kanu ka gwara si ya agala Africa. Ye lecha ndị gwara ya na Ipob anya sị ndị ọgwanụ ndị ole. Ndị ịmara ho jikwa kparịkwana anyị data mbụla. Anyị na-atụrụ ya ụtụ ya na-eri. Anyị ma ụlọ fọwọ nne ka ọ na-egwu. Ye lecha anya sị na ụmụ okoko a ya na-anachi ego. I would not blame him. Ye lecha anya sị ụmụ okoko ma anụmanụ ya na-anara ego were na-ebi ndụ. Bụkwa ndị ka ebi nye ya advice. And if he watch his own mentality, all the right to can Mugu give advice to a fraudster? Because I some Nnamdi near that advice, and anyone at all motri do anyone at all to Ipob. So all the time I said Nnamdi Mugu what can the Mugu baby near advice? So Nnamdi Kanu was right too. He only that can Mugu give me advice. All the right to in his own word the right. In a baby brain yagara. How can Mugu? All this Mugu that I'm collecting money from, how can they give me advice? All the right. Because later come back reason when who made that advice and no. Because I whatever. Onion don't go to African country. From henceforth, don't try it. You can go any other places, Europe, you can go any other places, Europe or America, but don't go to Africa country. He turned it down. Because he was busy, obtaining money from us. So he said, I said, advice. Then what motivated him when he asked Dave of mine, who are you to tell me where to stay and where to live? When Dave of mine called him in Kenya and said, leave that place you are, leave that place, plan. Even Dave of mine helped him, tried to help him. He asked Dave of mine, who are you to tell me where to live? And he drop off phone. Because all are not put Dave of my ego. So ndeli lo hona se idiot. Ndeli lo hona se idiot bu ndona na put ego. Oh yeah, me no je respect to mu anyi America. Una man he me no je respect. Nnamdi Kanu na respect Simon Eba. E ma wo je respect here because ndị ka he nye Yakobo. Ndị ka ahụ bịara share what that money with him. Ụmụnwaanyị America bịara share what that money with him. Ego la napụta ndị people and the financial Biafran sympathizers. So ndị ahụ na share ego with him ka ọ na-ahụ as a wise people. Ndị ala contribute to le-eme ihe agitation na-aga genuinely. Ọ na-ahụ ha as Mugu. Odugo clear now. Odugo no clear now. That is the reason. Ndelile chọpụtara ihe ọ na-eme la anataya change bundola kwanyeru. Ijigba the mindset to. But look at a whole president of a world power president. Ka the secret service but I say don't let when danger now come. How we ali mekaton. Roll with that like say fly. The pilot fly, follow the rain car faithful fella. Ndelachi made something they change the Air Force One. Before Hanu Zela Woka La Rula. How was it right? He made a plane attack because he may attack when you to him attack. I know there. Air Force One pack la Turkey while the president they go US. So he can't win the plan something. Or let me tell you something. It's not that they don't have the equipment to engage those people, but there's something they call unnecessary casualties. If that didn't happen, so far, why did you get information? You get information in another way to avoid casualty. That's why they say information is power. If you have information, you avoid some wound, some unnecessary wound. It's like now, as I am now. I heard that somebody is waiting for me somewhere. I will now go to garage and carry my car. I'm still heading to that place. Am I stupid? I have gotten the information. So this is the best thing you want to avoid that road that very day. When they wait, they didn't see me, they go. But me going there is to go and cause unnecessary wound. Either I get myself wounded or those people get wounded. Why? For what reason? Why must I go there? When information have already gotten to me. If there is no information, then I jam them suddenly. Hey, come save all my life. That's how things are done. Now they cannot got the information. Yeah, Jiwazi dia. Oga koso subu. About security rules. Let me tell you something. Abro develop what can the kind of this the kind of a kind of state actor. Yeah, me here home. Or man a security personnel when he kiss assassinate here. You do know that because he tried to endanger their profession and he destroy their profession. Security, professional security may even terminate him. Said na ke onye akponye he ka sa guide ba. Do nya kwa na manu. Wala he tipia. Do nya go idiot. Onye hala egusu ga ebe danger no. O se ha ma bia ka haje. Even no security will do it. I will my guide na go somewhere. Information on land there. I'm like where you are you the one to escort this man? Master, yes. I said never no to Master the man am I mad? Am I about the man? Oh sir, that is information. Cancel the journey. Yes, no. The journey must be taken. Master, cancel the journey now. Cancel it, we can't go. Yes, no. Ma walk out. Ma happy a bed there, walk out. When you call, ma walk out to get a lot of office. And then what was the guy up or hang about? Donald Trump has said there, who are you to tell me to enter Qatar? Kero loyally a private jet move over. amani mo onye Nnamdi Kanu. Yeah, quite the trouble quite billionaire before become president too. Offer then Nnamdi Kanu they when shish they went one kobo before bid agitation. It is well. Great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. As I said today, I won't be able to take call. But Tuesday, I will be online Tuesday because there is very important, information and lecture that I want to give in regards of this our movement. Very, very important. So we need to continue to prepare our people. The only thing I want to tell IPOB, don't let nobody be discouraged. Let nobody will be discouraged. Asla ihade me anyi bo. Yes. Many people may be disappointed and say emenka okwo. I want to beg all the families in Biafra land. They should be patient. They should be patient. Don't want him maybe. I know he's disappointed. He's disappointed anyway that something that made for our people are now being taken to Funani by directive of Nnamdi Kanu. But nevertheless, all things working for the good of Biafrans. It can't happen again. It can happen again. The young man who messed himself up, there's something I want to say here. IPOB should take their hands off him. I will advise this thing openly, publicly. That's why people will tell me, Lion Man, I don't know how you behave. I said my money is involved. That's why I'm talking. But I will ask, let IPOB take their hand off that idiot. Allow him to go. Those that will kill him is the same Nnamdi Kanu. How many of you believe that? The same people that he work for is the same people that are going to kill him. This one thing about criminality. The other man, the elder that they poisoned, if anybody told him that Nnamdi Kanu will kill him, will he agree? No. If anybody tell him that Nnamdi Kanu will give a directive to kill him, for him to not bring secret out, will he agree? The answer is no. Like now, as I'm saying it, the same Nnamdi Kanu is going to kill this boy. Because criminals have a way of operating. He knew that what he have led this boy to do is wrong. So do you know what is going to happen? He is going to order people that will kill this boy. Go and write this away. Nnamdi Kanu is going to order people that will kill this boy. The same that they're their group. They will order their group. Find this boy and kill him. And those of his group will do according to how Nnamdi Kanu send them. So there is no need of IPOB trying to intervene. Yes, I think they make a bro mother as in them mother you will away. But like somebody said in Mazi KK's program yesterday, if you check well, you will see that that boy don't have no capacity of tampering 20 tons of rice. He has no, they only directed him and they gave him his own share. and even take the whole thing. What he just got is his own share. But listen to me, those people who share it with him, those in Nnamdi Kanu group, are the same people that will kill him. Because they believe in killing. Go and mark it somewhere, they are going to kill him. Nnamdi Kanu is going to kill him. Because he knew that what that boy did is bad. Even the community where that boy came from, they will not support that boy. The states where that boy came from, they will not support that boy. The village where that boy came from, they will not support that boy. The family where that boy came from, they will not support that boy. So for this reason, there is no time that boy will not realize his mistake, trying to confess the real thing that happened. So Nnamdi Kanu, I said, that boy is standing now. Nnamdi Kanu is looking for him to kill. He has delivered, so there's no need of keeping him. He's going to kill him. That is Nnamdi Kanu for you. So this is my advice to IPOB family worldwide. Konyo bula wepo on me ya. Di hen basa that boy. Manu pafura pafugo. Omwe mpoklata. Ohe abo ilulu Igbo. Manu pafura pafugo. Oge mwe mpoklata. Ndo onyo shizo shi. Matakwala hendo shizoro. Ofeka aho recover ya. Ofeka aho recover ya. Mbale kwa ego IPOB masa uno forget ego ka I move on forward. Le ego agago. Mbende kuya eli won je petrana. But now many people petrana go le ego alago. Masa le ego alago. Asaba kwa hegele me ndoza maputa mba. Ndoza ga maputa. Ndoza ga maputa. Again sita maka ndojo mana condemn everybody. When that the genuine, the haleme. When the genuine, the haleme. So, unu hapu the boy ka ndoro guraka ha memilaya. Ba ma kan nan de kan ge memilaya. Nan de kan ge memilaya. Awon am chele banda pi bin de won. Yadiro nyabra lamma izo ka anya banyere yadiro anya mma yadiro nwoke mma yadiro nwanyị mma asịma anyị pụọ mbọsị eke ga-amara anyị mma anyị pụọ mbọsị orie ga-amara anyị mma anyị pụọ mbọsị afọ ga-amara anyị mma anyị pụọ mbọsị nkwọ ga-amara anyị mma ihe m na-agwa unu bụ ebe ọbụla onye nọ ya kwenyere ajala ebe ahụ ọ nọ ugbu ekwuru okwu ọjọọ banyere obodo ị nọ chifo ile anya n'elu ga-esi Chineke nna ga-esi Chukwu bili igwe mmụọ larụrụ ala ịnọ ime ya ọrụ ya rụra gị ọrụ ọma maka na ọ ihe mmadụ kwutara n'ọnụ ya bụ ihe na-eso ya. Ọ bụghị ịpụta n'isi ụtụtụ ga-ese n'obodo nke ajọka obodo ajọra gị njọ. Ana m akụziri ndị mmadụ ihe a steady obodo nke ajọka nna ahụhụ aka ga-ehụ ahụhụ gị taba ahụhụ ịpụta ndị mọni ọ bụrụla itili ka ị nọ ga-esi na mmụọ na-emere ndị itili ihe ọma ya mere m ihe ọma n'ọkwa ihe ọma ka iji bịa ọrụ ijikwa obi ọjọọ bịa otu o si mere ndị ebe ihe ọma mere ndị mmadụ ihe ọma ya mere gị ihe ọma n'ọkwa ihe ọma ka ị chọbịa. Ala Brazil mere m ihe ọma n'ọkwa ihe ọma ka m chọbịa ihe ọma sokwa m mmụọ na Chukwu na-emere obodo ihe unesco taa mere m ihe ọma nke ọjọọ ya erutakwara m aka adị m ayọ nke ọjọọ jebe ka ịhụ ndụ ala atọ ọnụ ndụ ala echenji ebe a ndị ọzọ na-asị na ga-ehụ ihe a na-agara gị fere ihe a na-agara gị werere sịrịrị ọ bụrụ gịnị ihe kwutara ire ọnụ nwa ị gaghị anọ n'obodo mmadụ ịpụta gị si n'obodo nke ajọka ndị obodo ajọka ndị emeka nka ndị eme nka obodo mmụọ mgbe ị na-ekwu okwu o nwere mmụọ na-anụghị mmụọ asị oke ị hapụrụ ebe unu bịa ebe m na-aba eme m nsọt ngwanụ ya pịawa gị azụ mmụọ ahụ pịawa gị azụ frustrate ya nye nke bụ frustration gara ọsọ ala eme ndewo